Hi, I'm Veronica and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how you can breathe through the nose more easily. If you haven't done it already, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button so that you're updated about all my videos. I have plenty of videos about breathing in my playlist breathwork, so don't forget to check it out later. And first, let's just think, why is it so important to breathe through the nose? 50% of the human population are mouth breathers, and this has a very precise effects on your health and on the way you feel, on the way your nervous system works. So you might already know that we are made for breathing through the nose. Nose is that organ that helps you to filtrate the air and to warm it up so that you get sick less often. But there are a couple of more things. It's actually much more efficient to breathe through the nose, and you get more oxygen into your cells if you breathe through the nose. There is also that connection between the nervous system and the respiratory system, where the nasal breath, especially if it's kind of soft and slow, will turn on the rest and restore mode of the nervous system. In other words, it's just like helping you to calm down that stress response. And if you'd like to know more how all of that works and what is actually the best, most efficient, healthiest, most natural way to breathe, then please come to my masterclass, Breathe Well, which is happening this Sunday. And I link all the information in the description below. For today's practice, you don't need anything at all. You can sit yourself comfortably in a chair or wherever you wish. And we can begin. The first thing is to make sure that you're not bothered by the blocked nose. So lots of people would say, well, I cannot breathe through the nose because I always have cold, it feels really clogged, or it's just no air comes through the nose, it feels like I don't get enough air. So let's look into that. There are few kind of short-term techniques that allow you to breathe more easily through your nostrils. The first one I'm going to show you is the easiest and the less invasive, and it's really for everyone. So you're going to use your fingers, your finger pads, to make gentle circular motion in a particular place of your nose. So if you let your fingers slide down along the nose, there will be a moment when you kind of hit a little dip, a little hole. That's where your nose ring would be if you're wearing a nose ring. So this is where you're going to create those little circles. So you slide the fingers along the nose and let them rest in that place where the nose ring would be, and then create small circles there. Maybe you want to make little breaks so that you can breathe through the nose and continue. Small circles, not too much pressure. And notice if it made a difference. Now, if that did not make a difference, there is another method which is longer and which is not for everybody. So if you have high blood pressure, or if you have high anxiety, if you especially have some history of suffocation, drowning, any of that, that might not be the method for you. But otherwise, it is very, very efficient way of unblocking your nose. And it goes like this. You're going to inhale through the nose normally, exhale through the nose normally. After you exhale, you pinch your nose and then create a movement with your head. You might be nodding up and down, or you might be moving your head right and left. And as you're doing that, you're holding the breath all the time until you start feeling quite a strong urge to breathe again. So it really gets you to that moment of discomfort. Like, I would really like to breathe. And you're staying with this discomfort for a while until you actually make an inhalation. You make a little inhale, and then you try to breathe through the nose for another 30 seconds or so, and then you repeat. So you can continue with that until you start feeling that you're breathing much easier through the nose. It might take as little as 2 rounds. It might take 5 rounds. It's usually after the 5th round you're going to definitely feel the result. So let's just try it. You inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose, and hold. Then inhale. Come back to normal breathing for a while. Calm if possible. So you're allowing your breath to calm down. And after you've given yourself that rest, you're going to do it again. Normal inhale, normal exhale. After the exhalation, you hold the nose, and as you're holding the breath, you move the head. It's you who decide when to take the breath again. So you go beyond the moment of discomfort. You really want to feel like, okay, now I have to take the breath in. But obviously you have to be okay with that. And then you come back to this natural breath. Maybe you already feel the difference. And I'll do it with you one more time. If you need more, you can pause the video and do it yourself. So there is a normal inhale, normal exhale. You hold your breath. As you're holding the breath, you move your head. Once you start feeling the urge to breathe, you release the nose and breathe in through the nose. Maybe you notice it's easier already. Wait until the breath becomes calm again. And the best way to check whether it's really easier is to very, very gently close the flap of one nostril. Check the nostril. Check the other nostril. Most likely, what you're going to find out is one nostril is more open. It's easier to breathe through it. And this is the natural thing that actually happens. Every half an hour to 3 hours, one of the nostrils is more dominant. And this is a way for your nervous system to balance out. Now, the feeling of not getting enough air when you breathe through the nose might be just coming out of your habit. So obviously, if you breathe through the mouth, there's much more air that much quicker reaches your lungs. But it is completely untrue that this is actually getting you more oxygenated and is better for your body. In fact, if you are doing this gradually, if there is a less air in a more steady way reaching your lungs, that's where that gas exchange is much more efficient. So this is more in your head and more your habit than actual risk that you are not getting enough oxygen, okay? So it might feel awkward, it might feel unnatural, it might feel a little bit weird to breathe through the nose, but this habit of wanting to take a big breaths, big inhales, is actually what is making the breath through the nose so challenging for you. And you might even notice that every time you try to breathe through the nose, it goes more like this. And when that inhalation is very fast and very strong, what actually happens with the anatomy of your nose is that it kind of really narrows the nostrils and makes even less air go through the nose. So the trick is to breathe gently and softly. You might check if you hear your breath. It should be soft enough so that you don't even hear it. Steady, even. Is that flow in and that flow out. Subtle, not quick and strong. And you can just test it for yourself. If you do it quick, it feels more difficult. It feels like less of that air is coming than if you do it gradually and softly. And you can stay with this is really subtle breath. So if you even place your finger underneath the nostril, you would feel just a little bit of that movement of the air, but nothing that would be like really strong stream of the air. And this is really the trick. The more you breathe through the nose, the more natural it feels. And actually, one more thing is to always breathe in and out through the nose. So if you breathe out through the mouth, what happens is that actually your nose gets clogged up again. The more you're going to practice, the more natural it's going to feel. And if you can breathe through the nose for a short period of time, that means you can breathe through the nose your whole life, 24/7 as well. It's a matter of rewriting the habits, the patterns of breathing that are actually not really serving you. So I hope that helped. And again, if you would like to try more of this efficient, optimal breath that has a very direct effect on your nervous system, that can help you to manage your stress levels, then please come to the masterclass Breathe Well. And all the info is in the description below. I also teach regular bedtime breathing sessions, very gentle breath work that prepares you for a good sleep. And I will link that information below as well. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.